Tight formation to start the day. It's Singletary. And second and 10. First throw. Broken up. Blitz coming from Patrick Queen. Stroud takes off.
And they came after him then, and they came after him on third down.
Low line drive punt by Johnston drives Duvernay back. The two-time Pro Bowl returner. Well, Ricard in motion. Jackson will keep.
And it's continued throughout the entire season. Not Mark Andrews, who's not playing, but Zay Flowers.
And there he is. Here's a toss to Hill running right.
He'll line up to his side in this ball game.
Jackson looked right, pulled it down. Out he goes and takes off. Out of bounds. Play clock at 1. Jackson in the pocket, over the middle, delivers a strike. His ACL. It's been a long road back. Here's Jackson again. He's tripped. Petrie trying to time up a blitz. He's coming. Jackson throws for Edwards. He's going to pull it out of there. As he flings it to Bateman
and Tucker attempt.
And it's a long one. 53 yards on a windy day. He's so good.
For him to turn it around, or both those guys to turn it around the way they have, even more impressive.
Stroud underneath the Singletary.
In the red zone, they are strong across the board at every position.
Singletary, nothing. Here's Collins. Get him involved, and Cummins on 3rd and 8. Stroud floats it for Singletary. What a play.
Out there, he's one-on-one with Queen, lays it up, and able to convert.
Tonight, too, and Trent Williams of the 49ers. Here is Dalton Schultz.
Been so good, they just don't give you many chances for those.
Blitz off the edge.
Potential grounding. Offense, number 7.
They shut down. Pressure off the edge. Stroud downfield for Collins, out of bounds.
They have led the league in sacks this year without having to bring a lot of people, and they've been able to get after Stroud today with a 4-man rush. But congratulations to him on his national championship.
Here is Edwards, and he is met
here over the last couple of years.
Here's Hill.
Before he got hurt.
3rd down and 2. Jackson has to backpedal. They throw a flag. And the pass, and the punt will be forthcoming.
Holding. Offense number 76. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
In short, be able to make a stop and force this punt. Going to get pretty good field position now for their offense.
Well, that ball came off weird. A flag flies.
During the kick, holding receiving team number 17.
Open things up, feel a little bit better about that call sheet.
Here is a handoff. Clowney makes the stop. Stroud can't find anywhere to go, and now he does, but Schultz can't make the catch.
Chances now, you don't see that very often from Dalton Schultz. He's been a good player.
But a good start for that group. Here's Collins trying to make Stone miss. He does.
Just not able to make the tackle. Another false start.
Stroud. Schultz didn't drop that one. Singletary looking for a block from Tunsil.
And a lot of the times they're going to have to catch and run.
Here's a ball tipped and nearly picked.
He saved one, because if this ball gets on Brevin Jordan, only Kyle Hamels-Jones interrupted it.
Delay of game. Offense number 7.
Team playing this playoff game on the road.
3rd down and 13 now. Stroud incomplete for Collins. Fairbairn.
You know, this could come down to a battle between these two kickers.
Short kick, Duvernay from just inside the 10 to the 24. Jackson has to go. And boy, when he goes, He goes right. And aesthetically, when he goes, he goes. 3-3 game after one in this divisional playoff.
Boys going running at him, running at him for you running to me.
3-3 game. They fake the handoff to Hill, and now a sidearm throw caught.
If it continues.
Petrie coming on a blitz again. Jackson steps up. Zay Flowers, receiver off the board in the draft, 22nd pick overall. What a year. Here's Edwards.
Same style they ran last week against Amari Cooper that was very effective in that game.
Edwards not.
Yeah, those guys have got to be able to hold the point in the middle.
And they are nowhere to be found here. On first down, Jackson able to complete.
Mark Andrews return next week.
Dalvin Cook is in the game for the first time. Third down and 5. Jackson, first down. Here is Edwards. They fake it to Edwards, and now complete it to Aguilar for the touchdown.
To get down the field and score that touchdown.
Sims will bring it from just outside the end zone. They fake the end around. Singletary with
the Cleveland Browns, but this is another animal that he has this week.
Here's one for Singletary again. And
getting out, just trying to do what they can.
Wow. Duvernay waits for the punt from Johnston, end over end, and a fair catch. For the fourth quarter in his 4-game playoff past. Here's Justice Hill. Good work by Hill. Manager. I'm going to get a call.
In and out, baby. False start. Let's go. Put it down and go.
Third down and 11. Out of the shotgun. Jackson in trouble. Still going. Finally brought down.
Close to being something big, but they forced the punt.
Here's Sims. Right up the middle. Still going. Steven Sims.
Good night.
He is gone. No flags. Touchdown Texans. 67 yards, and only Jordan Stout in the middle had the best shot at him here.
He was the only one. He did the best he could. He's right there in the hole. Middle return, and Sims takes it to the house. Going to benefit them. Not the case right now.
Here is a handoff.
A tough go at it, and the kicking game has been the difference for them.
Blitz by Harris. There he is, and now Jackson just had
on him, and he's the type of athlete, as you mentioned, Joe, that can at least keep up with him a little bit.
Jackson, that is off the hand.
Short field with a pick.
See if Steven Sims has caught his breath. He says TurboTax. Tie game. Texans on offense. Stroud has to bail and throw it away. She's a big reason why. Here is Hutchinson. And
Bobby Slowick here is going to call something where ball comes out quick.
over the middle. That's Nico Collins. What a 3 timeouts left on each side. Here's Collins again. Catch and run.
Good job of dictating that to the defense.
Here is Singletary trying to bounce it.
They become more and more dangerous the longer this game remains tight.
2nd and 8. Stroud out to his right. He's going to flip it for Woods. And
in his hip pocket, just got to be smart.
Blitz coming. Stroud to his right. Underthrows Woods. 47-yard try by Fairbairn. It is no good. Jackson is bottled up and sacked. Baltimore called the timeout. It's 2nd down and 19, and down goes Jackson again. Ravens have 2. A handoff here. His head coach. Former second-round pick by the team. He runs now. Nobody is deep. Or in that area as Sims just stays.
Texans are playing with house money, but now you go in at halftime in a tie ball game.
But it's a 10-10 game at the half. Ravens get the ball to start the second half. Stay tuned. All-State halftime coming up next.
Especially with the stakes as high as they are tonight.
A trip to the AFC Championship game on the line. Duvernay with a full head of steam. Good return to start. That's Aguilar. That's Likely. And the young tight end fights his way down inside the 30. And immediately with Harris out of the game, they run it with Lamar Jackson. Blitz coming from the secondary. Pass is caught. First
an incompletion and a pretty nice pickup.
Christian Harris back in the game. Jackson end zone. Incomplete.
But that's just a really nice play by Petrie getting his hands on the ball.
Again, as a defensive play caller in the NFL. 2 years in San Francisco. His first in Houston. He's watching Lamar Jackson. They're happy to have Duvernay back off IR. Two-time Pro Bowl returner. Stroud comes underneath, is able to complete it. Single. Ground game has been non-existent. Stroud, Schultz. Here is a toss. 2nd and 9. Pressure from Clowney. This is lofted for Jordan.
Holding. Defense number 21.
Which gives Houston a new set of downs.
Schultz blocking for Stroud, and CJ will take off.
Plays for us because the Ravens stay on top of the receiver so well.
They're sticking with a run, and they are rewarded with a first down carry and more. All game before that 16-yard carry. They flip it to Mechie, now eventually back to Stroud. Hutchinson looking for a block. Stroud tried to fit it in. Protection breaks down. This is Schultz. Long way to go, and he won't get
team in the way that they do things offensively, but Baltimore excellent on that possession of getting after him.
A hand to Edwards. Broke a tackle. Toss to Edwards. Cups up field and getting one. All day. Bateman. Nice diving catch.
For that long without somebody getting open.
21-yard completion, the longest of the night. Here's Flowers trying to make a move. 2nd down and 5. Hill.
Second half wears on. I would expect to see more of that running game.
Here's Hill. Didn't get. Jackson gets it and then some. Making guys miss to the 35. Was out as well. He's 32 years old, weighs 320 in his 10th year. Blitz, completion.
After discussion, the runner was 2 yards short of the line to gain.
But now they're trying to create a negative play.
And convert a 3rd and 2, and Hill has done it.
Quarter and not get a delay a game. Well, and they got Texans the
year, 12.5 sacks. Just gave the Ravens 5 free yards. 4th quarter rolls in this divisional playoff game. Number 4 seed against the number 1 seed. Ravens on the move. Leading after 3 by 7. Here is a handoff defense now. 2nd and 1. Jackson, end zone, Likely for the touchdown.
He gets it, he tucks it like he's going to keep it, and then pulls up and gets the ball to Isaiah Likely. Pretty good coverage there by Derek Stingley, but You know, when you've got the athleticism of Likely and his size, he just, as they call it at ESPN, he got mossed.
Points. Biggest deficit of the night for Houston. Stroud out to his right, just has to throw it away.
For play, as I mentioned, you're fighting for every single yard.
Here's Schultz.
Pressure. They're good at every position. The more true to character has just not given up any of those.
Here's pressure by Millette. Stroud on third down has to throw it away.
It's an offensive line and a quarterback, and they've been doing it all year long.
Duvernay will stay away from it. Jackson was surprised by that snap. It looked like, and Justice Hill
are leaning on this running game a little bit more here in this fourth quarter.
It's a good run game until
illegal shift. Offense. Two men moving at the same time.
A little bit more of them. They talked about maybe getting the ball to him a little bit.
Here's Jackson. Pulled it out, gets the first down.
That's a great night. It hasn't been as impressive as you'd think. Field, it'll be that much better tomorrow.
On 2nd and 9, Hill.
These guys have been playing a lot of football, and they start flexing their muscle on a defense late in game.
Good for the Baltimore Ravens in the 2023 season. Here's a carry. That's Cook. Dalvin Cook.
A 2-touchdown lead. You're running the football, and you're just kind of having your way.
3 yards a carry with all their offensive line issues. He's going to make the most of this chance behind Cook. Third down and 7. Flowers broke a tackle and takes
AFC.
And here to Hill. Jackson keeps Stanley in front of him. Touchdown, Lamar.
They have dominated in every way.
This game was tied at 10 at the half. Ravens 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Here's Sims, who's got a punt return. And Sims is clearly down. Doing research for the Pro Bowl games. Here is Stroud out to his right. Chased by Jones. 2nd and 10. Overthrown.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They're trying to get to their first AFC championship game in franchise history that dates back to 2002. Here's Wood.
Mike McDonald returns as defensive coordinator, and he's not a head coach somewhere in the NFL next year.
Ogunbowale underneath, not for long. Stroud on 4th down, incomplete for Schultz. Gets a chance to rest. There's Dalvin.
And the big one is just not turning the ball over. He was smart. He ran the football exceptionally well.
Toss to Hill. Blocking out in front with excited about. On 4th down and 3. Hill gets it.
They've had a heck of a draft. You know, we just saw Nick Caserio and the general manager. What a great job he did.
To the front office, to the head coach, to the way the organization's run, the public relations.
He's in the Hall of Fame, and you know and then Eric DeCosta's continued to draft great players, just like Ozzie Newsome.
Which he does.
So you can only imagine what this place will be like next week.
Yep, talking about the city of Baltimore. Different team. That ball's out. Here is Agunsi, the lost at Buffalo in the divisional.
But there's a lot more left, and he knows it. So
Harbaugh with his brother, his father, his mom, with family in attendance, gets to celebrate a return trip to the championship game for the first time since 2012.